All right, what's going on, guys? Boy TG, and today back with another and final NHL 22 video. That's right, guys. It's gonna be my final NHL 22 video. I do, but on the bright side, at least I'm gonna get some NHL 23 videos in. So I did post on my Instagram story and my TikTok story that I was going to get some NHL 23 videos in soon. So stay tuned for that. Show you guys our lines. And since Halloween is almost near, I just decided to use pumpkin, try to make it look scary. This team is called the Minnesota Monstars, not North Stars, but Monstars. Kind of like how in Space Jam, the first one where Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes were going up against the Monstars. Yeah, that's what this team is called. But anyway, first line got Gordie Howe, Pavel Datsyuk, and Maurice Rocket Richard. Second line, Cam Neely, John Beliveau, and Ted Lindsay. Third line, Brandon Shanahan, Bobby Clark, Tom Wilson. Fourth line, Ryan Reeves, Ty Domi, and Bob Probert. Sorry if I mispronounced this last name. Defenseman, Victor Hedman, Rob Blake. Second pair, Brent Burns, Chris Pronger. Third pair, Ken Danico and Zdeno Char. Now for goalies, we got Ron Hextall and Ben Bishop. So I am really excited to see how the Minnesota Monstars do. Again, I used this team since Halloween's almost near, and just want to come up with a Halloween team, hockey team on here. And this is a team of the scariest NHL players. So we just took a bunch of scary NHL players, probably some that you probably won't be wanting to play with or against out on the ice. That's what I meant, against. But anyway, going to sim the season, see how we do. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So we are now 41, 14, and 5 at the trade deadline. As you can see, our last loss was a 3-1 L to my Chicago Blackhawks, who are also doing good. We are first in our division with 87 points, 10 points above my Chicago Blackhawks. Show you guys who our leading point scorer is, and that is no other than Maurice Rocket Richard with 73 points in 60 games. Imagine if he wins his own reward at the end of the year, guys. That would be so cool to see. Like, Reese Rocket Richard just won Maurice Rocket Richard. It would also be funny, but think about it. It'll be really cool, too. So let's see if that happens. So let's get to simming again. All right, guys. So we are now 54, 21, and 7 of the year. So outstanding year for the Minnesota Monstars. And we have 115 points in our division. So let's go. Finish first in our division. Check to see who the leading point scorer is. And that is Maurice Rocket Richard with 102 points. 45 goals. But the question is, will that be enough for Maurice Rocket Richard? But before we get into that, let's see how everybody else did. The Magic Man put up 86 points. Mr. Hockey put up 80 points. John Beliveau put up 78 points. Bobby Clark was 71. Ted Lindsay was 67. Victor Hedman was 61. Brandon Shanahan with 53. Cam Neely with 49, and so forth. I'll show you guys who finished the entire league. Let's see. And it was Nikita Kucherov with 106 points. Reese Rocket Richard with 102. Stammer with 98. Connor McDavid with 93. Mitch Martin with 91. Leon Draisaitl 89, and so forth. See who won the Reese Rocket Richard, which is probably going to be Nikita Kucherov. So, oh no, it was Austin Matthews with 50 goals. So another 50 goal season for Austin Matthews. Reese Rock Richard 5 shy away from tying it, 6 shy of winning his own trophy. That's heartbreaking right there. Assists. Mitch Martin had the most assists for the forwards. Who had the most points for the defenseman? It was Victor Hedman with 66, but Victor Hedman on the Tampa Bay Lightning, not our Victor Hedman. Rookie skaters. Trevor Zegras with 55 points, so he's going to win the Calder like he should have in real life. But anyway, show you guys the team stats. So as you can see, we finished first in our division with 115 points. Will that be enough for the President's Trophy? It will not, as it goes to the Vegas Golden Knights, who are off to a good start this season, but I don't know if they'll be a playoff team. They probably might lose a few games in the near future. So we finished second in the league. Seattle Kraken making the playoffs. Now, I know this has to be a joke. But anyway, it was the top 16 teams that made the playoffs, and the Coyotes finished last, like they probably would in real life. But anyway, let's stop talking, and let's get to the playoffs. All right, guys, so we are in the playoffs. We are up against the Seattle Kraken. Now, if we don't beat the Seattle Kraken, I'm going to be so shocked. Maybe a little upset, but mostly shocked, because how could Seattle Kraken even make the playoffs? So I don't understand that, but hopefully we can beat them, and we just lost our first game, but we are up in the series 2-1 nonetheless. Can we take game 4? We can. Can we win in 5? We cannot, as we get shut out just like we did in our first game. Come on, y'all. Let's go. I didn't really care about a sweep. Not going to lie, I did expected us to sweep the Kraken, but as long as we beat them, I'm happy. And we are up against my Chicago Blackhawks. Blackhawks, afraid I'm going to have to eliminate you. Wow, big overtime loss in game 2, but we are up in the series 2-1. Can we win game 4? We can. Can we win game 5? We cannot, as we lose in overtime. We lose in overtime again. Come on now. Imagine if I take out my Chicago Blackhawks in the playoffs. Come on. Come on, boys. You know, I ain't even going to send the rest of this period. Okay, they just tied it. Come on, we need an OT hero. Gaudette with the OT goal for my Chicago Blackhawks to move on to the conference finals. Heartbreaking right there. We were up in the series 3-1, and we blew a 3-1 series lead. And my Chicago Blackhawks go on to win the Stanley Cup. I am happy for them. I wish they can get it done in real life, but unfortunately, I don't think that will be the case this year. John Beliveau with 19 points in 13 games in the playoffs, so let's go. Anyway, I'm happy for the Blackhawks winning the Stanley Cup. President's Trophy winners goes to the Golden Knights, who the Blackhawks went up against in the bubble in 2020. Clarence Campbell Trophy goes to the Blackhawks. Prince of Wales Trophy goes to the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup Final, and my Blackhawks took them out. Individual awards, R. Ross goes to Nikita Kucherov. The Hart goes to Maurice Richard. Let's go. James Norris goes to Victor Hedman on the Lightning. Lady Bean goes to Nikita Kucherov. Calder goes to Trevor Zegras. Conn Smythe goes to Patrick Kane, so his second Conn Smythe trophy. Vezina Trophy goes to Tuukka Rask. And so does the William Jennings. Bill Masterson goes to Alesiak. Frank J. Selke Trophy goes to the Magic Man himself. Ted Lindsay Award goes to the Rocket. And the Maurice Richard goes to Austin Matthews. Imagine if Maurice Richard won his own award. But that doesn't happen. But anyway, showing you guys the playoff tree. So my Chicago Blackhawks took out the Dallas Stars in 7. They took us out in 7. They took the Oilers out in 6, who they also faced in the bubble. And they took out the Maple Leafs in 7. Maple Leafs got there by beating the Habs, beating the Bruins, beating the Hurricanes, and, of course, losing to my Chicago Blackhawks. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my final NHL 22 video. So the final NHL 22 video was a heartbreak loss to the Chicago Blackhawks in the second round. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video and the series in general, hit it with a like, hit it with a subscribe button. NHL 23 videos on the way, and I will see you guys next time.